Hello everybody. Now there's a sight you don't expect to see every day, but I am blessed with yet another opportunity to actually do a full review / comparison of this 2014 Toyota Prius Type C or PriusC that belongs to one of the family members, the same lovely family that has this new Toyota Sienna. So, as you can see, this C is a very, very basic form of transportation, and it's intentionally so. So I know that they've been discontinued. I'm sorry, I guess I could wave to you hello. So I'm gonna do a quick walk around, and it's a basic form of transportation that's since been discontinued because the current version of Prius, and ever since they started doing the plug-in Prius thing, this type of vehicle kind of lost its place as the economic one, because now you can have the basic Prius as basically be, you know, they're not much more expensive, and also the plug-in Prius now can outdo whatever this thing was able to do. And obviously I come to it from a perspective of Lincoln Town Car ownership. You know, obviously I'm not going to try to compare the size, the luxury, the ride, anything. You know, this thing, it's, you got to kind of take it in for what it's worth, which, you know, it's a cheap and economic and I could say reliable form of transportation that's, you know, for somebody who just needs just that basic form of transport without anything, no frills, no nothing. All right, I'm going to try to shoot it this way where I don't create my own shadow. Yeah, but in any case, just seeing these two together and, you know, coming from my point of view about this, comparing it to this should be interesting. So first of all, what do I see? I think this actually looks more attractive than the current version of Prius. I do see, you know, a little compact car, you know, a little hatchback where, you know, if it really wasn't for this, from the outside at least, you know, it looks normal. The current generation Prius, I don't really like how they look. I think the previous generations were actually better. But in general, it looks like a pretty simple Japanese / European car. I actually like this white taillights. I kind of like this design. You know, it's interesting that it's not enough for Toyota to put a name Prius on there, but they also stick this on just about everything. All right. Well, obviously very basic. So this is, I think this is the cheapest model, whatever the entry level was. No options. Obviously no sunroof. You have no fog lights. These are, I don't believe these are fog lights. They're just, you know, marker lights. Up front, I do like the fact that up here, this is back then, right? This is 2014. It was manufactured September 2013, so it's a 2014 model. You know, they have the beginning of the giant grille, but here they kind of stopped, and they put a little, you know, you can say tasteful design up here. You do have, I think this is a hidden tow hook attachment right there, but yeah, they didn't do the whole giant grille that they're doing right now. And, you know, I think it's good. Obviously the fact that this is blue signals that it's some sort of a hybrid drive. Well, before we kind of jump in the inside, let me take a look at the under the hood. Let's see. You know, I'm going to be posting whatever engine this thing's have, and yeah, there you go. Yeah, very light hood. No sound deadening material needed here because this is an awfully quiet vehicle. So can't focus. It's all right. I mean, there's really nothing. So this car was purchased new. None of the performance warranty test of 40 CFR part. All right, I don't know what this means, but yeah, you can kind of see the battery portion and the little engine portion. I'll be posting everything what this thing has. Yeah, nothing. They didn't put any plastic covers over it. Once again, it's not a enthusiast car at all. And then I guess to fill, what is this, power steering, I'm guessing? Or brake? No, probably brake fluid. You have to remove the little cap right here. Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, I like how light this hood is. Real nice. All right, let's take a look on the inside. Oh, I do like the pinstripe. I didn't realize it had a pinstripe. I wonder if this was an option or something. Let's take a look. So, all right, somebody was vacuuming inside their garage. They didn't help. All right, so what do we have? Let me dig out the key. So first of all, this has the basic Toyota key. Nothing major. No push button here. So let's do this. You don't have to push the brake. You just turn, and you get the little graphics right here. PriusC. Oh, okay, so this is interesting. 65,196 miles. Cruising range. So it's got a full tank of gas. I like how in this... Oh, there you go. So the electric motor was the one who got it started, and then the gasoline kind of kicked in. So I do like the fact that the speedometer and like all the gauges are more here. They are still in the middle, but they're more this way towards the driver. That Prius, the normal Prius one where it was in the middle, I don't like that at all. So I do like it where, you know, it's a little offset, but it's not really offset. Obviously, it's all hard plastic. This car is not known for its luxury. Same as the normal Prius. Even if you get the fully loaded one over 30 grand, that doesn't really mean anything here. So we got steering wheel, basic, no leather. You do have these push button here, the soft gummy ones, the same way as a normal Prius, but on this one you don't get the outline. If you guys remember when I drove the normal Prius to Michigan, there was a little like outlines that were showing up here. It's not doing that. But yeah, you have a little storage here for pens or whatever. Air vents, very basic radio. You know, so yeah, very basic Toyota radio. They stuck these things everywhere. You do have automatic climate control, so this is interesting. So even for a basic car, I think it's probably made for an economy purposes more than a luxurious purposes. But yeah, this is interesting. You have a giant dial here, and that's it. Oh, and it blows cold. So yeah, it's actually a really warm 74 degree or so day. That's interesting. In November too, in Chicagoland, Illinois. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. You can set it on auto, and that's it. So 74 degrees. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, all right, so you do have power windows locks. You have a lot of blank switches here, but that's expected. Yeah, so these were no fog light. They're daytime running lights there. Wipers, front and rear. That's it. No sunroof. You have very basic lights. You don't have any sort of, home link or anything else. Now, as far as the seat goes, the seat can actually, it's weird. I can fit just fine here in the front. Like, I moved the seat a little bit back, but yeah, I fit fine. So it's not a matter of being cramped in here. Now in the back, we'll look in the back in a few minutes. Actually, maybe we'll go on a test drive first. But yeah, all right, you got a couple cup holders. You do have a few more blank switches here. You have EV mode, Eco mode. No armrest. I think armrests were like optional or aftermarket accessories that would probably sit here, and then you would have an armrest. So that's really uncomfortable. And you have a nice shelf there, a USB port. And then glove box. That's it. All right, yeah, and then the gauges are super simple. So you have all your different trip stuff. Yeah, that's it. Maybe if I try to press on the display. Oh, there you go. Okay, Eco Score. So this is where you find. God, these people in the garage next to me are really annoying. Eco savings, Eco saving record. Past record. So 50 miles per gallon. Wow. 50 miles per gallon. Not bad at all. Yeah, that's something you can't get on a Lincoln Town Car no matter how you drive it. So energy monitor, drivers in front. Let's see, maybe I gotta. It's interesting how they have yeah, there you go. All right. So All right, well, let's go for a test drive. I don't really have anything else to talk about. I mean, it's all cheap. It's all plasticky. There's nothing. There's a little padding right up here. This is it. That's where your elbow's supposed to rest. Yeah, like right there. All right, let's buckle up. Seat belts are not adjustable, so you love it or you don't. That's where they are. All right, so here you go. You got the nice blue shifter, and there we go. We're off. So you do get a little whine as you're coming from the stop. Let's see, I want to take it out to a normal street, or I could hit the gas. So yeah, surprisingly, I am not cramped in here. Now, whether or not somebody can sit behind me. Oh, and the engine just got cut off. So I guess as soon as I start moving. Let's see. Alrighty. All right, here we go. Yes, you do get the electrical whine, and then the engine kicks in. So I guess the good thing is about all these Priuses that are not plug-in is that, you know, you fill it up like you normally would and just drive it, and you don't have to worry about plugging it in. You still get 50 miles per gallon, which according to the display, that's what the driver of this car was getting. And yeah, and it just shuts itself off like any other Prius would. So like right here, probably like where I'm driving right now in small residential streets and or traffic or anything else, this car is probably fine. You know, you don't really feel like you're driving an econo box. So I wonder when I get to the normal street, is it going to be any different? Now, I guess I don't know whether or not this car is any weaker as far as like performance compared to a normal Prius. But even if it is not as powerful or as torquey, you still get a smaller car. So I guess whatever shortfalls are, it gets overcompensated. All right, so let's get to a good street and let's see what it can do. All right, here we go. Big street. And I use that term loosely, of course. All right, blast off. All right, so I hear a lot of engine noise. But other than that, it's actually not that bad. I'm surprised that I'm not having a bigger negative reaction. I mean, it's okay. I guess part of the reason is that this car is not pretending to be something that it's not. And that is, it's not stylish. It's not fast. It makes all the weird electrical noises. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it was like a wind down, like, and then as it kind of spools up, yeah, you get the normal, the gasoline engine noises. So I think it probably has something to do with the regenerative brakes. All right, now I'm gonna try to do the EV, not the EV mode, but the Eco mode, which I'm not sure if it's active right now or not. So let me see. Yeah, so I just turned it on, the Eco mode. So you see the little light there in the corner. So that supposedly, oh yeah, you can actually feel it. Like the car became weaker. So this is exactly what I experienced in the normal Prius, but keep in mind I was going on a highway, a long trip. Yeah, this is where it really cuts down on any acceleration, especially on the highway. And actually the owner of this car tells me, you know, anything over 75, like as you start approaching that, yeah, like don't expect it to go much faster than that. And it doesn't matter whether you're in the Eco mode or, I don't think this thing has a power mode, a quote-unquote power mode. You do have the B feature there for more braking via regenerative brakes, but other than that, no, it's just very, very basic. So you have the EV mode, which can travel X amount of feet in pure electric. That's it. All right, so I'm going to turn around. I'm going to try to do an acceleration via quote-unquote Eco. Alright, yeah, trying to accelerate via that Eco mode. Yeah, it's not happening. I'm pretty much flooring it, and it's barely moving, so. Okay, yeah, Eco mode is really designed to handicap you a lot. So let's go ahead and turn that off. I mean, this is not a fast car to begin with. And I like how they have all the dummy lights in this little pod over there, where the sun shines behind you. You can kind of see everything. It shows that the airbag light is off. That's because of the nobody's occupying the seat. And speaking of the seat, it's a pretty comfortable cloth seat. It can adjust. Obviously, it's all manual adjustments. You do have just the front and back and the back, you know. So you don't get any lumbar. You don't get any sort of, the seat bottom doesn't move or doesn't adjust any other way, but just front and back. That's it. So I guess to sum it up, I almost want to say that I like this car more than the normal Prius, because this car, it was cheaper, it was smaller. It's not pretending. It doesn't really have any unnecessary style. Yeah, it's just this design as a cheap car. I don't know how much they bought it for, but it was bought new, so I guess I could look up how much, or I can just ask how much did they end up paying for it back in 2014. And, they still have it in the family, and it's still being used as a daily driver, daily commuter. But yeah, I like it. It's a basic form of transport. That's probably one of the same reason why I like the older Chevys or classic cars. They don't have to have a lot of style. They don't have to have a lot of options. It can be just a good little car, and I think that's what this is. All right, so when we get back, we'll look at the trunk. I am testing out the EV portion of this car. So here you go. I got the EV button pressed. You can see the little EV logo right there. So let's see what's gonna happen. How fast can I go, and for how long before the battery becomes too weak? All right, I didn't buckle up for this portion. So let's see. Yep, pure electric. So what if okay, so over 20. Oh, so over 20 turns off, so it doesn't turn back on. So what if I press it again? EV currently not available. Okay. So I think I made it mad. Oh, there's another PriusC. All right, be quiet, you. All right, EV mode. EV mode. Too bad there's no beast mode. Gotta do beast mode. All right, EV mode. Oh, it's flashing. Oh, and I think, okay, yeah. So I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, okay. So anything under 20, I guess this thing just not gonna stop beeping. Oh, okay, there it is. So come on, can we do an EV mode again? All right, EV mode. I don't understand what's up with these whining sounds. I'm not even applying brakes right now, so I don't know, is this electrical stuff, or what are we doing here? All right. So I guess under 20, and I'm pretty sure I could play with the buttons for the display, so it kind of shows the battery charge, but I can't imagine the battery lasting longer than 3 minutes. After all, it is a car, not a bicycle. So, alrighty, everybody. All right, so this is how I did. You see, I drove 46.5 miles per gallon, 4.7 miles. Took me 18 minutes. Wow. Yeah, obviously these are the numbers that you cannot get anywhere near this thing. They don't live in the same universe together. So let's see, I forgot to talk about the back. So let's put these booster seats away. Obviously you can see what having kids does to your car. Well, I know that too. All right, so this is where So first of all, the back seat, it is nice. It is comfortable. So again, I am surprised that, you know, these very basic seats, but, you know, they have contrast, I guess. And look, I can sit behind myself. Yeah, I am pushing up against the seat, but not too bad. Not to the point where I, you know, will be pushing, really annoying them. But look, I can sit fine. There's obviously no armrest here. There's no armrest there. It's all basic. It's all plastic. But here's the thing. I do like cars that kind of know their purpose. And this car, I believe, knows its purpose to be the cheapest Toyota hybrid. So for those people who have to have a hybrid, but maybe they don't want to spend enough money for a full-size Prius, or maybe they don't want a full-size Prius, maybe they don't like the styling, yeah, let's give them the basic, most economical thing, where for, I want to say for like maybe 20, like very low 20s, they can still get the gas mileage. They can still get that good feeling of saving Mother Earth, and they can afford it. And yeah, like I said, surprisingly, it's not bad. Let's look here. All right. Yeah, you could fit some stuff in here. Oh, they got a logo trunk mat. Let's see, does it have a spare or no? Yeah, it's got a spare too. Nice. I like how this mat is Velcroed. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen Velcro. All right, everybody. And it's super light too. So obviously, a person who enjoys these types of vehicles are not going to buy this, and vice versa. People who enjoy these cars will not go for that, and that's okay, right? We live in a world where, or in a country, maybe, I don't know, maybe I can't speak on behalf of the whole world, where people can choose what cars they want. But I'm telling you, I am more surprised by the cheapness and practicality of this Prius more than I am over the full-size one. So on that note, we'll see you next time.